She couldn't hold herself up. And she started making me very sad.
Was she breathing normally?
No,
Did you notice any bleeding?
just a little around her nose and mouth.
How did she feel when you touched her skin?
She was crazy.
The little girl was simply adored by her mom, brothers, and sister. She was their tiny warrior as she came into the world a whole 8 weeks earlier than everyone expected. But on one horrific night, when the entire family was sound asleep, something completely unthinkable and terrifying happened to this defenseless little darling.
And we want to warn you, this story includes some disturbing details.
Honestly, this is one of the worst and most frightening cases I've ever had to talk about. So I want to warn you right away that it may be very difficult for people with weak nerves to listen to this.
She couldn't hold herself up. And she started making me very sad.
Was she breathing normally?
No,
Did you notice any bleeding?
just a little around her nose and mouth.
How did she feel when you touched her skin?
She was crazy.
The man who abused this little girl turned out to be a true master of deception and had been pretending to be a completely different person for many years. This is something unreal and shocking. It's about Emily Beringer. Emily Beringer was born on the sacred holiday of Thanksgiving in 2015. She arrived in this world 8 weeks ahead of her due date to her mommy Amanda Atkins. Emily had an absolutely charming smile and was a very cute, pleasant, and cheerful baby. She practically never cried. Emily had 3 older brothers and a sister, whom she loved to play and spend time with. She had a 7-year-old brother Nathaniel, a 6-year-old sister Carly, and a 2-year-old brother Cameron. When Emily turned 10 months old, she had just started taking her first steps and babbling her first words. The whole family simply adored this little one. In the summer of 2016, Emily's mom Amanda decided to move from their house in the state of Maryland to West Virginia to start a new life for herself and her kids. Before that, they lived on the outskirts of Baltimore, and Amanda perfectly understood that it wasn't the best or safest place to raise children there. So she thought that the rural area of West Virginia with its picturesque landscapes would be a much better choice for her family. And almost immediately after moving to West Virginia, Amanda met a man named Benjamin Taylor, or simply Benji, as everyone called him. Benji instantly captured Amanda's heart and just drove her crazy. He seemed like the perfect guy in every way.